Hi guys, let's do another English practice. Today the article's name is Constantly Searching for Meaning Could Cause Burnout. The level is advanced. Some vocabularies. Philosopher, a person who writes about or has studied philosophy. Burnout, the state of being physically or mentally exhausted due to working too much, workload, the amount of work a person, group, or organization has to do, inadequate, not good enough, big enough for a particular purpose, cynicism, a tendency to doubt that something will happen or that it's important, assume to believe that something is the cause often without proof. Okay, so let's move on to the reading. In Man's Search for Meaning, Australia philosopher Viktor Frankl looks at how people search for purpose in their lives. The meaning of life is to give life meaning, he writes. And while searching for meaning can be positive, a study suggests that it may cause us to feel burnout in some areas of our lives, such as work. Burnout is usually linked to things like heavy workloads and stress, but people's feelings about the purpose and value of their lives may also matter. In, in psychology, meaning in life is often divided into two parts: heavy meaning and searching for meaning. Heavy meaning means feeling that your life has purpose and value now. Searching for meaning means actively looking for a greater sense of purpose. The two are similar, but researchers wanted to see whether they affect people in different ways. In their study published in the Journal of Health Psychology, they looked at data from a previous project done with about 1,200 workers in the UK and Ireland. The participants, who mostly worked in healthcare, were surveyed every year between 2020 and 2023. They were asked about the things like their life's purpose and recent experiences where they felt stressed or inadequate. Over time, people who felt their lives had meaning generally reported lower levels of burnout. However, people who were actively searching for meaning tended to report more burnout, including feeling exhausted, inadequate, and negative about their work, and people who were searching for meaning while also feeling that their lives lacked purpose reported the highest levels of burnout and cynicism. And the researchers said that based on these findings, it may be incorrect to assume that searching for meaning is always positive. However, the study couldn't prove that searching for meaning directly causes burnout. It's also possible that people who are already burned out start searching for a great sense of purpose, the researchers said. Okay, so let's move on to the discussion. Do you find it surprising that searching for meaning may not always be positive? Yes, I found it surprising because I've never thought about this view that who are looking for a purpose can have a burnout. Maybe they are without any purpose, so for that they are stressed or maybe about their routine, their workload. Yeah. What things in your life give you a sense of purpose? I think maybe when I I can do something for myself, for my family, with some freedom. Maybe a good routine can, no, not a good routine, a propose about my career, some goal that I have in some sport can be, yeah. I think, yes, some things that we can personally achieve, yeah. What tends to bring you the most joy in life? I think when we can have a routine without stress, enjoying the day and the week. Yeah, I think I enjoy that when I can build a good routine, because a routine is something that is too long term. Yeah, so when we achieve that, I think it can bring us a lot of good things. Yeah. Would you describe yourself as generally optimistic? I think so. Yeah, lately I am trying to have more goals, more reasons to my future, about my future. So it is good. Give me some optimism. So, yeah. What do you make of the idea that the meaning of life is to give a life meaning? I agree with that idea, because we need some goal, we need some meaning to we keep going, keep working, keep studying, keep training. I think with a good meaning, a good purpose, we can go ahead. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the further discussion. Have you ever experienced burnout? I don't think so. But I've already have some. I've already had some moments that I felt stressed, very stressed in my day to day. But I tried to overcome that. Yeah. But yeah, I am not sure if it was a burnout. What aspects of your job tend to be stressful? I don't know. Maybe when we can feel stressful, when we are when we have some workload, and maybe when we are feeling that our job is unfair with us. Maybe it can be something stressful. Yeah. What aspects of your job give you the most satisfaction? I think the relationship about with my colleagues. In my case, that work in a team, sure that some people not necessarily work inside with a team. Yeah, but for me, I think it's the relationship. A good environment is give it, give it to me some satisfaction. Yeah. Do you think it's important to have a job that feels meaningful? I think so. It's very important. I know that to some people is can be hard reach some job meaningful for their lives, but can be a bridge to something bigger. Yeah. Uh, like one day we want to be owner of a company, of our company, but we need walking some steps. Yeah. And maybe the current job is a step. Yeah. Do you know anyone who has a job that they really believe in? Yes, I know mainly people that are owner of their jobs, of their company. I for sure that they believe 100% in their company, in their jobs. And I know as well some people that are over involved with uh, the job, very excited, yeah, with the job. Yeah. So okay, we have finished that lesson. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.